project began in 2018 and its estimated completion is in 2026. The predicted cost is between $6 to $8 billion and it is estimated to create 28,000 direct and indirect jobs by 2031. The project director is at the top of the project hierarchy. They have many responsibilities, but most importantly must ensure the success of the project. For this reason, project directors are strategic managers, which means they create and implement goals and plans for the long term. General supervision. As I mentioned before, the project's success ultimately falls into a project director's hands, so we must take complete responsibility for it. In order to ensure that it runs smoothly, there must be constant monitoring of the construction process and solving any bottlenecks along the way. Financial stability is essential in order to complete the project. And we have to be able to hand over a project that is of acceptable quality by the completion of the project. Project requirements. Project director is involved throughout the whole process from design and bidding stages to handover. I must ensure that the money allocated to the project is enough funding and the spending is within budget. Project directors must be able to manage project managers so that they can manage other stakeholders within the project. It is too difficult to micromanage everyone within the project. Lastly, there is dealing with clients. This includes meeting regularly and keeping clients informed. It is important to build positive relationships with clients to build a good repertoire and secure future jobs.
Hello everyone, my name is Zheban Wang. In this project, I have the responsibility of contract administrator. First, establish the contract management system and formulate the contract management system. Secondly, compile common contract templates to guide the contract operation. Thirdly, drafted major contract texts and conducted compliance review on general contracts. In addition, during the implementation stage of project construction, the contract performance within the scope of supervision shall be monitored, inspected, and managed throughout the whole process, and also assist the owner and fair settlement of claims arising in all stages of the construction project.
Hey, I'm Braxton and I'm the WHS coordinator for the Western Sydney Airport. As a WHS coordinator, my main purpose is to provide expert advice and assistance on WHS on site to prevent workplace accidents, injuries, or death. To achieve this, I must monitor operations on site to ensure that they comply with the national WHS standards, which can be done through creating procedures and policies. I must also provide the necessary training needed for workers, carry out risk management plans, and create construction audits. Furthermore, I must communicate with both management and workers on site to ensure both parties are aware of potential risks and dangers, as well as investigate accidents that have occurred to ensure that do not happen again.
My name is Stephen Ward, and I'm the site manager. This slide shows how the site manager's role fits in with the entire project team. It can be noted that site managers are actually middle managers, and as a result, we will generally have daily interactions with everybody on site, ranging from the project director all the way down to the general labourer. There are 4 key areas that the site manager is involved in, ranging from planning through to monitoring. First of all, planning involves ensuring that the correct equipment, materials, etc. are there for the implementation stage, which is effectively building the building. We also need to control everything that happens on site and make sure that the budget and the schedule are adhered to. And finally, that everything is of a decent quality and that it will be acceptable to the client.
Hi, my name is Wang. I'm the project manager of the Western Sydney Airport project. As the project manager, I will be responsible in planning, leading, and monitoring the construction project, ensuring the successful delivery of the project and meeting all the goals. I'll be required to interact with the stakeholders of the project both internally and externally. For this project, I'll have to coordinate with the City Council, the NSW government, and the Greater Sydney Commission to make sure all the requirements are met. I will also have to consult with the tenders such as GHD Party Limited and the Area Party Limited, in which they are responsible for the environmental impact statement and the master planning of the project respectively. As the manager, I will have to come up with a plan to follow and act as a guidance in order to meet the goals of the project while complying with the given budget and time frame. Being able to lead would be an essential part to manage the team. It will be dependent on excellent communication and leadership skill, as well as the ability to identify people's strengths and weaknesses to distribute the role effectively. Manager will also have to monitor the team progress by setting up deadlines and making sure everyone is on the right track, and to rectify any problem on time to avoid delay in completion of the project.
My name is Cameron Wood and I am a site engineer
for the duration of the construction of the Western Sydney Airport, located in Liverpool. From this diagram, you can see that the site engineer works closely with the project manager, site manager, financial officer, as well as the foreman and plant and machinery operator. This is so all managers are able to communicate with one another, develop and organize a plan for seamless operations for acquiring machinery, materials, workers, and any other equipment required to ensure that the Western Sydney Airport to be delivered to the community on time. As a site engineer, these are my three main roles, which include people management, manage safety procedures, and manage plant and equipment. People management includes managing and planning all on-site activities by communicating with the site manager, foreman, and plant and machinery operator so there is a clear plan to be followed. To manage safety procedures, the site engineer must enforce clear safety measures for workers to adhere to, so there is less of hazards and risks to cause injury to on-site workers. Additionally, the site engineer must further check and sign off on delivery to ensure that all items are accounted for, such as plant and machinery.
What am I responsible for? I'm responsible for assisting the preparation of budget for the project before it gets started. I also need to provide invoices for the site staff and process their remuneration payment, as well as handle all tax-related issues. I need to be in charge of managing purchase records as well as receipts. Also, I need to be alert of every possible financial risk throughout the project and take action when necessary. I also need to study and examine over the project budget and discover possible ways to approach a larger overall profit. Solving financial disputes between the site and other organizations is also part of my responsibility. I'm also responsible for examining and ensure the project will not exceed its original budget.
Hello, my name is Harrison Wood Parsons and I'm the site foreman for this project. My role as site foreman involves the scheduling, coordination and supervising of the work conducted during the project. With the airport being such a large-scale project, there are multiple site foremen present. I ensure that clients' projects are upheld to a timeline they've agreed upon whilst maintaining the budget set. This is achievable with the conducting of risk assessments and delivering briefings, creating a platform to converse with the trades, identifying key issues which could delay the project. By doing this, an atmosphere of efficiency and effectiveness can be focused on. My role is diverse in the fact that I converse with the leading hands of the trades on site as well as site managers. My role ensures site amenities such as, for example, toilets, skip bins and cranes are organised for the trades on site. This responsibility also extends to the delivery of materials used in the project. As this is a larger scale project, I am in charge of this, whereas trades would usually organise things like this themselves on a smaller site. Questions from trades can be funneled through me to reach the higher-ups. This allows for a network of flowing communication between all roles involved in the project. An onus of safety also falls on my behalf. Ensuring all workers have the proper documentation and workplace safety documents is pivotal. All required PPE must be worn if required. This reduces the chances of anyone being hurt and the company being held liable. Making sure safe equipment and workplace methods are carried out is also quintessential in this regard.